The sun rose over the desert city of Mecca, glowing like gold. John stood among thousands of pilgrims dressed in white. Everyone moved slowly, calmly, like a single heartbeat. "Welcome, brother," said a man beside him. "My name is Abdullah." "I am John," he replied. "It's an honor to be here." "We all come as equals," Abdullah said. "No rich, no poor, just souls." John nodded. "That's a beautiful thought." The sound of prayers filled the air like soft waves. "What are we praying for?" John asked quietly. "Peace," Abdullah said, "inside and around us." Together, they walked toward the grand mosque. The Kaaba stood at the center, a black cube wrapped in gold cloth. "That's the heart of faith," Abdullah whispered. "It's simpler than I expected," John said. "Truth often is," Abdullah smiled. They began to circle the Kaaba with thousands of others. The rhythm of footsteps sounded like a living drum. "Everyone moving together," John said. "It feels like unity." "Yes," Abdullah replied, "we remember that we are one creation." John looked around. People from every nation, color, and language. "It's like the whole world breathing at once," he said. "Exactly," Abdullah said. "That's what Hajj means, gathering hearts." They stopped near a fountain and drank cool water from small cups. "Zamzam water," Abdullah said. "It's blessed." "Tastes like hope," John said with a smile. Abdullah laughed softly. "Hope is the sweetest water." Later, they rested in a large white tent under the hot sky. "Are you Muslim?" Abdullah asked kindly. "No," John said, "but I believe in kindness. Maybe that's close." "Very close," Abdullah smiled. "Faith begins with the heart, not the tongue." "Then we're brothers," John said. "Always," Abdullah replied, placing his hand over his chest. The next day, they climbed the hill of Arafat, where millions prayed together. John stood in silence, feeling the power of so many voices rising to heaven. "It's overwhelming," he said, "but peaceful too." "Because we let go," Abdullah said. "Every pain, every ego gone." "Letting go," John repeated. "Maybe, that's what faith really is." They sat on the ground as the sun began to set. The golden light touched every face the same way. "Look," Abdullah said, "no difference in sunlight." "Just like no difference in souls," John said softly. The evening prayer began, and silence filled the valley. John closed his eyes and whispered his own silent prayer. "Thank you for letting me see humanity this way," he said. When they descended the hill, candles lit the night in every direction. "It looks like stars on the earth," John said in awe. "Yes," Abdullah said, "each one, a life shining briefly." "And together, they light the world," John said. "That's why faith matters," Abdullah replied. "It reminds us that light is stronger when shared." The crowd moved quietly, peacefully toward the city again. John felt no borders, no fear, only connection. He turned to Abdullah. "You've taught me more than books ever could." "Then teach others," Abdullah said. "That's how faith travels." John nodded, and opened his small notebook. He wrote, Belief is not about who you are, but how you love. And unity begins when we see each other as one family. The call to prayer echoed once more, deep and peaceful. John looked up at the moon above Mecca and smiled. His 97th bucket list dream had come true, one prayer at a time.